How's everyone doing? I'm back here again for our video, but before we get started, I just want to say you guys probably have noticed a decrease in quality on my video, and that's because I'm actually using my old camera. For some reason, my new camera, the batteries are running out pretty fast, so I don't know if I need new batteries or what, but I'm using my old camera for this video, so if you've noticed a decrease in the quality of this video, that's why. But anyway guys, I'm back here again for another first time watch video, and today I'm talking about a movie that I should have watched a long time ago, and the movie that I'm talking about is Phantasm Ravager. Yes, I never watched this movie until recently. I don't know why. I remember when this movie was first announced, and I was very, very excited because I absolutely love the Phantasm franchise. Ever since I saw the first movie back in the early 2000s, I've loved the series, and I've been really hoping that they would make a new one. And when this was first announced, I was really excited. I remember, in different horror Facebook groups that I'm in, there were people who were posting about, different theories on the movie, what they thought the movie was going to be like, and then they released a trailer for it, and I did a thoughts video on that, and that really got me excited for it. And then Don Coscarelli said that he wanted to bring the Phantasm franchise to Blu-ray, which once again, I was very excited for that, and I picked up the box set, and I was expecting to watch Ravager within a few days after that, and for some reason, I never did. I don't know why, but I never sat down and watched it. But I just recently sat down and finally watched it, and I'm really glad I did because I really, really enjoyed this movie. Now, I've heard a lot of people have mixed opinions about this movie. Some people really enjoy it, some people really don't. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought that it had a great story for the series. I thought it was a great entry into the series. Now, I'm not going to go into the plot of the movie because I'm not reviewing the movie, I'm just giving my thoughts, but basically it sort of follows Reggie, and he's in multiple timelines in this movie, and he's going out to find Michael, as he's always doing in the series, and there's different callbacks to the older films in this one, like, at the beginning of the movie, he's talking about everything that he's been through up until that point, which they've done in past Phantasm films where they've talked about previous movies, sort of catching up on it. I like that. Now, the movie, like I said, I really enjoyed the story. I think it's a great story for the franchise. The effects, they could have been better. There's some good effects in this movie. There's some good gore effects in it. But then there's some scenes that I feel like the effects could have been better, so it does sort of feel like this movie didn't have a huge budget, but I think for what, Don had for the movie and what the director had, I think that they made a great movie, and I think that they tried to make the best movie for the fans, because that's, what they tried to do is they tried to make a great return of the tall man, they tried to have a great return of Reggie, and they tried to make the best movie that they could for the fans, and I think that they succeeded in it. I really did enjoy this one. One of my favorite things about the Phantasm franchise is you can always tell that Reggie, he truly cares for Michael, and you can really feel it throughout this entire movie, because he's going through all this to try and save him. And that's one thing about the Phantasm franchise that you have always felt is, Reggie really cares about Michael, as if he's his younger brother. Like there's that one great scene at the end of the first film where they're sitting there by the fire, and Reggie says, I know I can never take Jody's place, but I'm sure as hell going to try. And you can really tell that Reggie really cares for Michael, and he also cares for Jody as well. And there's even a scene in Ravager where the tall man asks, why do you care so much for this boy? Why do you care so much for Michael? And Reggie says, it's he says that it's, it doesn't say it's love, but he says that it's loyalty is what he says. He feels a loyalty to take care of Michael, and to protect him, and also Jody as well. Who does return. Bill Thornbury does return in this one as well. So, you really have that. And that's one of my favorite things about the Phantasm franchise is you can really tell the love between Reggie, and Michael and Jody. You can really tell that Reggie really cares for both of them. Now, of course, you can always already feel the love between Michael and Jodie in the first film because, they're brothers, and, after, their parents died, of course, Jodie had to take care of Michael. So you could really tell, that you got that great brotherly love between them. And then Reggie is kind of like the older brother for Michael and Jodie as well, and you could tell that Reggie really cares for both of them, and it really comes through in this one. But there are certain scenes that are sort of callbacks to the older films, which I like. Everybody does a great performance, especially Reggie, which of course, he is the one that you follow mostly throughout the entire movie, and then Michael and Jodie come in later. So overall, guys, I thought that this was a great entry to the series. Like I said, I think that the effects could have been a bit better in it at some points. But overall, I really did enjoy it. I thought this was a great entry to the franchise, and I'm really glad I finally sat down and watched it. Like I said, I don't know why I never sat down and watched it, but I finally did, and I'm really glad that I did. But now, there is something that I do want to bring up in this video. Now that Angus Scrimm unfortunately passed away, my question is, will there be a new Phantasm movie? Because I know Don Coscarelli has stated that he is open to doing another one, and I really don't know. I can't really see somebody playing that character, and this film does leave things open to a new Phantasm movie, so my question to you guys is, would you like to see a new Phantasm film? And if so, would you like to see someone else play the Tall Man? Personally, I really don't see anyone else who could, but then again, you never really know. So if you're open to a new Phantasm movie, let me know down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on it. But overall, guys, I really did enjoy Phantasm Ravager. I'm kind of kicking myself that it took me this long to watch it, but I thought it was a great film. It was a great entry into the series. The story, I really enjoyed it. It was a really great Phantasm-esque story, I guess is what I could say. It's a story that could only exist in the Phantasm world, in the the universe that this film has created. So anyway, guys, let me know down below, what do you guys think about Phantasm Ravager? And if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure a lot of you have, but if you haven't seen it because you may have heard some negative reviews, because like I said, people seem to be mixed on this. I've heard some people really enjoy this movie and some people really don't. But if you haven't seen it, I would recommend giving it a shot, because I personally really did enjoy it. Overall, I thought it was a great story, and it was a great return of these characters that we all know and we all love. So let me know down below what you guys think of Phantasm Ravager. As always, if you guys want to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links will be down below. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope everyone has a great St. Patrick's Day.